Hi folks, I'm Doug Hensley, president of Hertz Real Estate Services, and I'm coming to you today with our March 2024 Farmland Market Update. It's amazing to say, but we're now just 45 days or so away from the beginning of the 2024 spring planting season. We regularly see field prep activities in the first half of April in large parts of the Midwest, and I have no doubt this year we will match that historical norm. We probably won't see full-scale planting activities in the upper Midwest or north of I-80 until later in the second half of April, but I'm confident we'll see wheels turning sooner than later, especially if the unseasonably warm February continues into and through the month of March. While the weather has been really warm in February and early March, I'm disappointed to say that the land market is not quite as warm as the weather. The continuation through most of February in the slow grind lower for corn and soybean prices has many farmers currently looking at break-even or even below break-even cash flows for the 2024 crop year. And with a strong South American crop from both Argentina and Brazil, there's likely a lid on commodity prices near term, which will also keep a lid on farmland values. Current interest rates are also a bit of a wet blanket to the land market today, especially when we compare today's rates to those in recent years. Historically speaking, our current interest rate environment is not out of whack or even high, but when we calculate land payments with a 7 to 8% rate versus those with a 4 to 5% rate that we were enjoying 2 years ago, the difference in those numbers adds up pretty quick. And while there's still adequate cash and liquidity that is still powering much of the land market throughout the countryside, we're also seeing people become more selective as they guard their financial health. With a downturn in grain markets over the past year, most people in Midwestern agriculture have seen this movie before and are tightening up their financial house. What this means for the land market is that for the first time in several years, we're likely to see more pressure to the downside than we are wind at our back. Across the market, there have already been several no sales from auctions that didn't perform quite the way some sellers had hoped. And while there's still plenty of capacity in the market to pop off a strong sale, just like we witnessed with a $29,600 an acre sale in northwest Iowa here a couple of weeks ago in late February, those incredibly strong sales are likely to be the uncommon exceptions versus a rule in this changing market. The thing I'm advising people to watch closely is sale volume from neighborhood to neighborhood. In those areas where little is sold, there's a natural potential for more strength in any upcoming sale that does occur because more local capital is still available to compete when something of quality comes to the public market. And in those areas where several farms have already sold, the potential for weakness is actually more likely for those opposite reasons. Sale method very much matters in a transitioning market like we're in, and for the first time in 3 to 4 years, other sale methods will compete with public auctions for the best method to employ. Make sure any farmland professional you talk to about a sale is giving proper consideration to all the sale options, because in a market like we currently have, the wrong method can potentially be very costly. Without question, we'll continue to bring our clients the best information so they can make confident and informed decisions. Throughout the month of February, I and others on our team at Hertz had the chance to share our market musings with a large number of landowners throughout the western and southern U.S. with landowner seminars in California, Arizona, and Florida. And if you were a part of one of those groups, we want to thank you for your attendance and participation. It was fun to be with you. We hope you enjoyed the interactions, the Q&As, and all the learning that we did. As always, if you have questions about your farm, please reach out to us anytime at 800-593-LAND. That's 800-593-5263, or message us through the website at hertz.ag. There's no cost and no obligation to have a conversation with us, and we know from past client experience and feedback that we can add value for you as a landowner. So we'll look forward to talking to you and serving you soon. I'll see you again in early April with another update on all things land.